Syed Badrul Ahsan writes in his book, From Rebel to Founding Father, that Hasina Wajed told him that as soon as the first bullet of Operation Searchlight was fired, Sheikh Mujib sent a wireless message declaring the independence of Bangladesh. He said, "I appeal to the people of Bangladesh that wherever they are and with whatever they have in their hands, they must resist the army. Your fight must continue until the last Pakistani soldier is expelled from this soil." That same night, Sheikh Mujib was arrested from his residence at 32 Dhanmondi. He was brought to Pakistan and held in Mianwali jail. In December 1971, a military tribunal sentenced him to death. However, during this period, power in Pakistan shifted to Bhutto. On January 8, 1972, Mujib was released, and he flew to London. During this time, Bhutto continued to pressure him to maintain strong ties with Pakistan. After a 2-day stay in London, he arrived in Dhaka on January 10th. During the journey, he also made a 2-hour stopover in Delhi. When he reached Dhaka, a crowd of approximately 1 million people welcomed him. Addressing a crowd of hundreds of thousands at the racecourse ground, he recalled Tagore and said, "You once complained that the people of Bengal remained mere Bengalis and could never become true human beings." Then, in a dramatic tone, Sheikh Mujib said, "O great poet, come back and see how your Bengalis have transformed into those great human beings you had once imagined." But the fate of this nation's benefactor was truly tragic. By 1975, matters had slipped from his control. Corruption was rising, and unrest was spreading among the public. Elderly Bengalis were heard asking whether conditions were better before the revolution or now. But the truth was that the condition of the people remained the same. The dream they had been shown seemed to be shattering. On the morning of August 15, 1975, some junior army officers attacked Sheikh Mujib's house. Hearing the sound of gunfire outside his home, the Sheikh called the army chief, General Shafi. On the phone, Sheikh told General Shafi, "Your soldiers have attacked my house." The general replied, "Can you come out of your house?" Sheikh Mujib was coming down from the upper floor when some army personnel opened fire on him. Mujib fell face first to the ground. His favorite pipe was still in his hand. And what happened next was heart-wrenching and a crime against humanity. First, Begum Mujib was shot. Then came the turn of his son, Sheikh Jamal. After that, both daughters-in-law present in the house were put to death. Then, his youngest son, 10-year-old Russell Mujib, was also targeted. Only 2 daughters of this entire family survived, as they were not home at the time but in Germany. Afterward, their bodies were loaded into an army truck. On the morning of August 16th, the soldiers gathered all the cold bodies. With the exception of Sheikh Mujib, they buried everyone else in a mass grave dug at the Banani graveyard. Mujib's body was taken to his ancestral village. During this time, soldiers cordoned off the village to prevent people from attending his funeral rites. The soldiers insisted that the body be buried as soon as possible without the ritual bath, ghusl. However, a local Maulana insisted that the body could not be buried without the ritual bath and funeral prayer. Badrul Ahsan writes in his book, From Rebel to Founding Father, that soap was not available to wash the body. In the end, his body was washed using laundry soap, and he was buried beside his father. In the evening, when the rain started, it showed no sign of stopping. Some people were heard saying that perhaps even the Almighty could not help but shed tears over this tragedy.